All right, guys. So I got a 2014 Bobcat Toolcat. It's the 5600. This is going to be the first time I get to plow snow with it. I don't have the snow plow hooked up to it right now. I'm trying to keep it outside in the cold weather so that snow doesn't actually stick to it. I heard that's a trick that people do. If you keep it in a warm shop and then you go out and push snow with it, it seems like a lot of snow will stick to it. So I'm trying to keep the snow plow outside and cold. All right, guys, so I'm going to run through the controls in the Bobcat Toolcat. So first and foremost, you got a shuttle shift, forward and reverse. You've got a gas pedal down here. Okay, and then a brake pedal. They've got hazard lights. This is your hazard indicator that's on. This is lights. I'll show you that here in a minute. This one doesn't actually do anything. This would be like for a beacon up above. This is your bob attach is what it's called. And so you don't have to get out of the machine to unhook your skid steer quick attach. You can just push it up or down. And these are the rear lights right here. This is the coat. You push this button here and it starts the countdown for the glow plugs. So now that the glow plugs are counted all the way down, I can start the machine here, or I can push stop here to, once it's started, to turn it off. I'll just go ahead and hit stop. This is your parking brake. This is called work mode. This allows you to slow the machine down a lot to be able to, while you're working, like if you're driving up to an implement and you want to, sometimes the gas pedal can be a little touchy in non-work mode. This is a indicator for your speed, hours, and RPM. This is a cruise control button, and then this plus and the minus allows you to speed up or down the cruise control. This is how you turn on your lights. This locks out the bucket, the loader on the front, and then this turns on and off your auxiliary hydraulics. So this machine does have high flow hydraulics. Right down here you have your heat and AC controls. Right now I have it in heat mode, but you flip this switch down and turn it all the way to cold and you have air conditioning. And then this is your fan speed. This right here is your loader valve. So you pull it back to lift up, push it down, push it all the way forward to go to float mode. This is your aux hydraulic control. So you'll see when I'm going through and using the snow plow, I'll be moving this back and forth to angle the plow left or right. These are more aux buttons for like if you have a snow blower or some other attachment like that maybe you could turn the chute or raise and lower the chute. And then this button right here is the momentary windshield wiper switch. All right. So then over here you have your high flow. You can turn that over. It'll kick your hydraulics over to high flow mode. This is your all-wheel steer or only front-wheel steer, front-wheel turn. This is your windshield wiper and windshield wiper fluid button. This is the throttle. This lever right here puts up and down the dump bed on the box. You got a radio up here. You've got a place to 3.5 millimeter jack to plug in. Headphones, maybe if you wanted to plug your headphones in, or a auxiliary in, like an MP3 player or something like that. Then you have your 12 volt battery plug. You got a dome light. Jensen speakers that suck. We might have to upgrade those here in a little bit. Let's go outside and I'll show you the lights. All right, so here I'm going to turn on the rear lights. So I have those on. And then the full light package on the front and on the sides. Turn those babies on. And this thing lights up the night amazingly. There is not a blind spot on it, not a dark spot. when you're out and it's pitch black, that these rear lights just shine like crazy, and they're awesome. So that's the light package on it. I'll go ahead and turn those off. And yeah, so that's the controls. I did add a knob here. This machine is so much more capable than the Kubota BX23S. It's not even comparable. This is a 68 horsepower motor. This thing weighs 6,800 pounds. You know, the Kubota was a 23 horsepower motor. It weighed, I think, right around 3,000 pounds. So this machine versus the Kubota BX23S is not even a fair comparison. But that snowstorm that I had last year, I didn't want to be stuck not being able to move snow like I was last year. That just was not a good situation. So I'm excited to move some snow. Let's get started. the end of the driveway, and this thing is working awesome. It's got so much power. You can see out there that we've kind of been busting through some drifts. Now I'm gonna take it and push it on up against to the north side of the driveway there. Had to take my hat off. I'm running at about 50% on the heater because it's a little bit too hot out here, which is an amazing problem to have. So let's Drake's gonna get some footage of this going down the driveway, putting a new battery in. Film guy, hold on to that door. Hang on to that door. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Idle her up just a little. Get the blade down on the ground here. So you can see how deep that snow was. It was probably 1.5 foot right through there. And it just motored through it like it was no problem. Like it didn't even know it was there. Same here. The BX23S would have never touched this. This would have been too much. And this thing just motors right through it without issues. This is amazing. What a machine. What a machine. We're going about 5.6 miles an hour. We got her idled at about 1,600 RPMs. And we are just motoring through this drift. Probably could go faster so that it kind of falls off a little better, but shoot, it's fine. We got a couple little drifts up here, which we normally do. Just take this, push it on back here to the backyard. Toolcat with this is a 7-foot wide plow, worked amazing. As you can see, we'll pan around here in a little bit, but this was just night and day difference of an experience from the Kubota BX23S. I was warm the whole time. I had to take my stocking hat off. I had to turn the heat down a little bit. It had so much power, like it never even knew snow was in front of it. I got it up probably 12 miles an hour going down the driveway and back, which allowed that snow to really roll off of it. It worked great. So extremely happy with the purchase. Extremely happy we finally got some snow, and I'm extremely happy you watched it. Thank you for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button. And I'm just getting pelted in the face with snow right now, so I apologize. But we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh, let's go.